In 1991, the OSPA Executive Board established the School Psychologist of the Year Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize one school psychologist each year who provides outstanding service delivery within the practitioner realm. It is required that at least 75% of a candidate's time be spent providing school psychological services to students, teachers, parents, typically in a school setting. Nominees must be OSPA members and are nominated by a regional association. In 2023, the OSPA Executive Board renamed this award to the Alex Thomas Ohio School Psychologist of the Year Award to recognize his singular contributions to school psychologist practitioners both in Ohio and across the nation. Recipients of the award include quite a list of impressive practitioners and leaders in the field who demonstrate professional excellence, leadership, and outstanding character. OSPA is proud to continue the tradition of giving out this award to beyond deserving individuals who go above and beyond their roles as school psychologists, who demonstrate leadership, scholarship, and an unrelenting commitment to the families and communities they work in. This year's recipient is Stephanie Jozwiakowski. Stephanie began her career as an intern in the Akron Public School District. She then became a full-time employee at APS before transitioning to the Stark County ESC, where she has excelled in the past 6 years. While in Akron Public Schools, Stephanie served as one of the founding leaders of the district-level school climate committee to improve the social climate of schools across the district. She also managed her comprehensive caseload while also taking on additional leadership roles in the district, regional, and state level with CASP and OSPA, as she served as the president of CASP and has served as OSPA Executive Board for many years as one of the Spring Conference Committee chairs. At the Stark County ESC, Stephanie created a regional training program on a case manager model for preschool settings, which has enhanced the effectiveness of preschool case management and improved the support provided to students and families at a critical early age. Stephanie has implemented a comprehensive MTSS processes for all districts she has worked in, including what is considered the first official RTI process for one of the preschools she services. Stephanie has also organized multiple ADOS trainings for school psychologists throughout the CASP region. It was noted that throughout her work with organizing these ADOS 2 trainings, it has allowed families to cut down on the wait times they would normally experience going through the hospital setting. In addition to these trainings, she also continues to collaborate closely with colleagues throughout her practice, provide professional development, learning for staff on a number of topics from mental health and trauma-informed care to positive behavioral supports. While working on all these initiatives, Stephanie has also taken time to obtain her certification in school neuropsychology, allowing her to perform specialized assessments and further enhance her expertise in services. Stephanie also continuously helps in the training of numerous interns at the Stark County ESC, with taking the lead in setting up meaningful experiences for future practitioners in the field to ensure that they leave well-rounded, knowledgeable, and with practical experiences. She even served as the internship supervisor for another great in the field, OSPA's past president, Jenna Heedy. Stephanie served as Jenna's supervisor in Akron Public Schools. Jenna noted that Stephanie showed me the importance of investing in relationships with students, staff, and families. Her work ethics as a school psychologist and mother is unmatched. Stephanie showed me that although the work may be challenging, with focus it is manageable, and I owe her everything for my current ability to manage a large assignment while not feeling overwhelmed. All of Stephanie's letters of support mention her deep understanding of child development, psychology, educational practices, her outstanding character, and her commitment to the families she works with. The Director of Special Services in Minerva Local Schools provided 2 specific examples of just how Stephanie continuously goes above and beyond to help the community she works in. When one of her schools was trying to help a student with a traumatic background who was demonstrating challenging behaviors, Stephanie was not only led the intervention process for the student, but also led by example to staff. Stephanie spent multiple days supporting the student, the teachers, and the family. It was also noted that the high school at Minerva Local School District found itself without a clinical counselor, and even though Stephanie did not serve the high school building, she volunteered to provide individual sessions to students just to make sure they had an adult in a safe space. Outside of her role as a school psychologist, Stephanie also serves as a mentor for middle school students in Minerva, as an assistant coach for the robotics team in Carlton, and was a former coach for the Girls on the Run program at the elementary level. With all these accomplishments in mind, the OSPA Executive Board is proud to recognize Ms. Stephanie Jozwiakowski as this year's recipient of the Alex Thomas Ohio School Psychologist of the Year Award. Congratulations, Stephanie.
I know it's getting late, so I'll try to get through this. Deeply humbled is the only way I can possibly articulate how I feel about this incredible distinction. To be listed, as Frank recognized, among the names of some of the field's greatest contributors is an honor that I could have never dreamed of. From the award's namesake, Dr. Alex Thomas, to the list of impressive practitioners that have been named Ohio School Psychologist of the Year previously, it is surreal to stand up here today and find myself in their company. Truly appreciative. As a confused undergraduate psychology student wandering Kent State, I found the field of school psychology, like many of the rest of you, by accident. I was fortunate enough to stumble across what sounded like a blast. Getting to work with and advocate for children, administering assessments and applying the results to help obtain optimal outcomes for students, and of course, getting to play with blocks. Who wouldn't want in? I love my job, not every day and certainly not every moment, but I am blessed enough to be able to say that I love my job. I am grateful to have landed in a career that challenges me daily. Balancing data, relationships, and lifelong learning makes my work truly fulfilling, even with its complexities. The thank yous. Of course, any award speech wouldn't be complete without the thank yous, and I will try to keep mine short. First is my Akron family. Taken under my supervisor's wing as a young intern, I grew so much professionally and personally from my time spent with the New York Yankees of school psychologists, Akron's Child Study Department. I would like to send an extra special thank you to a few individuals who have helped shape me along the way. Susan Kruger, my intern supervisor, and one of the classiest people I know. Dr. Perry Clark, my first department supervisor, a true gentleman. Thank you for taking a chance on me. Dr. Rob Kubik, a role model, friend, an absolute blessing to the field. Jenna Heedy, one of the most motivated and driven individuals that I know. I can always count on her to have my back, and I am blessed to have been a small part of her story and will continue to cheer her on as I watch her career unfold. Last but not least, Kelly Kreitz. Kelly has been my rock and is a true superstar school psychologist. I would not be where I am today without her unwavering support, both professionally and personally. She's always willing to talk through a tough case, push us towards our next professional goal, or be an ear to lean on when it's been one of those days. My second thank you is to Andrew Berman. Andrew is the special education director that I have the privilege of working alongside with. He's an amazing leader, advocate, teacher, and friend. Andrew has consistently impressed me with his willingness to jump into any situation with a positive attitude and work in the trenches with his staff to help support the students that are lucky enough to know him. Andrew's my go-to question man, always willing to listen to me talk through sticky situation, voluntarily listens and laughs at my corny jokes, and is an invaluable professional and personal support. My third and final thank you goes to my family, my parents, children, friends that are family, and my husband. My parents provided a loving home where hard work, acceptance, and kindness were expected and modeled every day. Thank you to my mother, who is the definition of grace and class and could not have provided a better example to me growing up and today. To my spunky, curious, and most importantly, kind-hearted children, who have brought me more joy than I could have imagined. Being their mom is a privilege and quite honestly, my life's greatest work. They also happen to make very convenient guinea pigs when needed. To Deanna Dimmerling, a dear friend who has stuck around so long that she is family. You're a constant source of calm and my ever-faithful sounding board. Your beautiful soul, outlook in life, and endless support make me, she's over there, make me a better person. My final thank you is reserved for my husband. To the man who has grown with me, accepts me wholly, is always my safe place to land at the end of every day. Thank you for your patience and sense of peace that you bring to my world. I can't imagine doing life without you. As I conclude, I would like to challenge you all to remember your whys of the field, and if needed, reignite your passion for what often feels like a thankless role. So much of our work occurs behind the scenes, or perhaps behind the keys of our keyboards. You do make a difference. The students, families, and staff that you work with need your expertise, rational approach, and advocacy efforts. Thank you for your attention, and to the OSPI Awards Committee for the award that I humbly accept today.